Style takes too long. I can't fit anything. I have nothing in this closet. Oh, I'll just stay home. I need to purge my closet. Oh, but not that dress. Yo, Taylor here. If you ever thought to say one of these phrases, then this show is for you. Join me at the Style Table where we'll have candid and fun conversations about real women's style issues and wardrobe dilemmas. We will discuss solutions and ideas that will give you a big sigh of relief. You'll learn ways to save money, make money, and enrich the lives of others with the clothes in your closet. We're going to take the stress out of your style. Everybody, is Yo Taylor back here at the Style Table with JaQualia Leonard. She is a productivity wellness coach, speaker, author, podcaster, mompreneur, and
Mrs. Tampa, Florida, 2021 and 2022.
Boom. Hello. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So we have a lot to unpack because you are literally a mompreneur power pack. You have everything any mom, busy mom needs to get going and take care of her family and be healthy and raise healthy kids, be healthy herself. Where should we start? Where do you want to start? Seriously.
Oh my gosh. Well, first, thank you so much for having me on here today. And I'll start with this. I became this woman that you introduced because I had to really connect with who I was. Because originally I was a licensed nursing home administrator. I worked 40 to 60 hours a week. I was exhausted and I was not present for my family. And when I realized that, I hate this life, like a piece of me was dying every day as I went to work and I watched my residents passing away and my staff was just content with being right here at the lowest level. And I'm like, come on, rise up, and I was like, I'm telling them to do it, but I need to do it. And so when I had my third kid, I quit my job. We left Ohio, we moved to Florida, and I took what was my hobby and my side business as a speaker and a wellness coach. I took that full time and became a productivity and wellness coach. So I want to help moms not only get stuff done every single day, master that to-do list, but be healthy enough to enjoy the life that they're working so hard to create.
Yeah, because as always, and I will always say it at every show, women, we do everything. Moms, especially, oh my gosh, we're always last. We are always last. And it's easy to get that burnout. You find yourself in a rut. You're waking up and you're just grinding, doing the same things over and over without you being in the equation.
Mm-hmm.
So, and inspiring others to want to do more, and I'm sure that's tough, just trying to inspire people to do more because they're already doing everything.
Yeah. Well, you know what? One of the things I teach the women how to do is to take stuff off of our calendars, take things off of our to-do list. I used to have this full to-do list. I mean, every minute, every hour was booked with something. And I was exhausted. And I realized now we're a family of 5. There is no way I'm doing all the dishes. There is no way I'm doing all the cleaning, all the laundry, all the anything. You're tall enough to wash your dish, wash it, or load the dishwasher. You can reach in the washer, and if you need a chair, get one, but you're going to help out. And when I started delegating, which is what my skill was as an administrator, I was very good at seeing what the big picture is and pointing my finger and telling everybody to go do something. So I took that skill and brought it to my life, and I began to tell other people what they could do. And I took the pressure off of me and I began to implement things that helped me out. And so that's what I teach the women. How can you reduce the pressure and then fill some of that time with self-care, whatever self-care looks like for you. It could be a bath, it could be a walk, it could be a facial. I get a facial once a month. I get massages every other month. Like figure out what it takes to put grace on your schedule so that you can be whole and healthy and vibrant, because we got it. We just need the time to be that person.
That's what I say with my business as a wardrobe strategist is I want to be that person that helps provide self-care by taking the stress off of you from wondering. That's one less thing. You already have to make sure, especially if you're traveling or if you're doing things, to make sure everybody else is dressed and ready to go. Everybody's clothes are organized and ready to go. Let me take that off the plate for you. Let me be a part of your self-care by not having to worry about what you're going to wear, how you're going to feel in your clothes, that that you have grab and go style. Absolutely.
I hadn't even looked at that as a way of self-care before until it was brought to my attention. How much time do you spend in your closet looking for something to wear? And then you put the outfit on that you think is perfect and you hate the way you look in it. So now you're spending more time. And I was like, I'm tired of it. So yes, your business is definitely a form of self-care because it cuts out the guesswork for me. I know exactly what things I look good in. I know what I'm wearing for what event, if it's a speaking event, if it's a speaking and, a wellness event, or if I'm teaching a PIO class, I'm always going to look good. I'm always going to feel good. And I don't have all of that issue of figuring out what I got to wear. So I love it.
And downsizing and clearing out all of the clutter of the things that you have. It seems like you don't have anything to wear. It's because you can't see it for all the things that you've purchased that you really don't need.
Yeah, that was one of the hardest parts for me, was the downsizing, because I'm like, but I really like this shirt. And it was like, when's the last time you wore that shirt? And I'm like, I have no idea. Like,
right.
That was one of the hardest parts, because I had like shirts that my grandma had given me before she passed, or, things that had like a sentimental value. And I had to really sit down and just say thank you for the times that I had, and then release it so I can make room for what I really needed. So yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. Now so you're a motivational speaker. We know that. We can tell by what you just were saying. So we know you are excellent motivational speaker. You're an author. Tell us about your book.
Yes. So I have a book here. It's called Before the Sun Rises. SON, play on words, because I have 3 sons, 10 and under. And part of what I teach women is, one, how to plan your day like a boss. Because if you plan like a boss, you're going to do what you said you're going to do. And so, and part of planning your day like a boss is learning how to align your actions with your assignment. If you know what it is that you have to do, then your actions and everybody who's connected to you will line up with that. And then ultimately, are you living according to your purpose? So are you doing things that's lining up with your purpose, or are you just doing things to say, I did it? Like, I'm not going to go volunteer at an organization that doesn't benefit or add to my purpose at all. I might donate, keep it moving, but I don't need to be shown at different places just to say I did it, because it doesn't line up with my purpose. And so my book teaches you that, how to get up early if that's your thing, how to eliminate the distractions, and our kids and our husbands can be distractions, and how to take care of yourself and ultimately walk in your purpose.
All right. And it is, sometimes you take on things as women, you take on extra things at church because you feel like, or like you said, volunteering with organizations on top of everything else that you have to do. And if it doesn't align with your purpose or where you're going down the path that you need to go, then you're really not being true to the service.
Exactly.
You're not giving of yourself wholly. Yeah, I get that. I understand.
And I love how you said that it's not true to the service, because as a coach, I was out here training people, coaching women. I'm a life coach, and I help these women to really shift their lives and be productive and be healthy, be whole. And I remember where there were people asking me to do things, and I was like, oh, I should do it because it's the good, godly thing to do. And then there was like this conviction on the inside. It was like, just because it's a good thing to do doesn't mean that's according to the plans that God has for you. And so I went through this season of saying no and only doing the things that I knew my level of expertise could serve in. And I remember someone nominated me for an award for like the Health and Wellness Coach of the Year or something. And I didn't get the award, but the award that I got was Servant Leader of the Year. So me being focused on the service that I can offer, they saw that in me. So while I didn't get the Fitness Coach of the Year, Health and Wellness Coach of the Year, whatever it was, I got the award that represented me and what my actions were all about, which was service. And so for that, I was like, I'll take it. Thank you.
Yes, being a service to others. That's part of my mission, is to be of service to others. And you wanted, like I said, you want to be, authentic about it. You want to be true to the service.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So let's talk about your style.
Okay.
So now that we talked, you said you were downsizing.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about, because you are productivity, health and wellness coach, you do public speaking. When you're standing on stage or doing presentations, what's your style?
So I am not your, traditional speaker. I absolutely hate dress pants. I hate them. So you'll never catch me in dress pants for the most part. But if I'm speaking on stage, you're going to see me in one of two different pairs of pants. I'm either going to have on some blue jeans with, the rip out or the stone wash kind of look, like I like some nice stretchy blue jeans. Or my other favorite is a pair of paper bag pants, the ones that have like the ruffle type thing and the bow. And mainly because if you hear me speaking, I'm probably going to get you moving. And so I need clothes that allow me to do a squat, do a tree pose, or whatever. Like, I need to be flexible in my clothes. And like with the paper bag pants, I look dressy, but I'm still very casual and comfortable. And for my tops, I generally have a blazer of some sort. I love a pink blazer, a yellow blazer, or a white blazer. Those are my three favorites. So you're most likely going to see me in pink, yellow, or white, and I'll splash some color, and my heels will be something fancy because I don't wear them often. So if I'm going to wear them, they're going to look good.
All right. So on stage, you wear the heels as well?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're going to do like a move?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When I was in college, I wore heels every single day. And if you've ever visited The Ohio State University, it is huge.
Yes.
I was in class every single day across the oval in my high heels. And I was cute. And me and my girlfriends, like, we thought we were grown. And a symbol of growth and womanhood was wearing our heels. And so I wore my heels every day. And so if I do a fitness class, of course, I'm not on sneakers or I'm barefoot. But if it's just for me speaking, I'm only going to have you moving like 5 minutes or less. I can do any move in some heels for 5 minutes. So.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm getting to the point where I can barely just walk in heels for 5 minutes. I'm already looking in my purse for my flats.
Now, don't get me wrong. I can't speak too long in them heels because then I'm like, I gotta be done. So, like I took the time to invest in some nice heels that were comfortable, that fit my foot. And, so I can make it 30 to 60 minutes in my heels. And then I'm like, I gotta take these off.
Now, as a mompreneur, how do you, on daily, when you're running around, you have 3 boys.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your daily street style?
So my street style, you'll catch me in leggings and a tank top, always. Leggings and a tank top, always. And I've got tons of leggings. I'm trying to downsize, but I just love them. And so I've got my favorite ones, which are the black ones that you can wear them almost all the time and you'll swap up your shirt. So you'll catch me in some leggings and some sort of a tank top. And I always have on, like my waist beads and my sneakers or flip flops, depending on the mood.
Okay, so let's talk about the waist beads. What are those exactly? What are the
So
waist beads for?
I wear the waist beads. I have a bunch of them, different colors. And so today, because I have on my peacock earrings with the blue and the pink and the yellow, I've got my waist beads with the pink, the purple, the blue, and the gold, and so they match. The waist beads are for multiple purposes. One, because they're just cute. And two, we as women tend to be so focused on the scale that we forget to appreciate ourselves for the work that is done. And so I always encourage the women, instead of like standing on the scale every single day, stressing yourself out, get you some waist beads and monitor your progress by where your beads are. And so a lot of times when you start, your beads are going to be way up here, right under your breast. And the more you exercise, the more you take care of yourself, the more you eat clean, you notice those beads start dropping and dropping and dropping. That is progress. That is success. That is a real non-scale victory. And when you see your beads drop, and now they're so big that they're down on your hips and you got to buy smaller beads, you've been doing the work versus watching a scale. Because I don't have women just lose weight. I have you tone up. I have you have muscles. Like, I want you to feel strong. I want you to know that if somebody came up on you, I live in Florida, it's crazies down here. They be trying to snatch you up. I want you to be prepared to knock somebody out if you got to. And, I want you to feel empowered. And the scale doesn't always empower us. And so when you've got some cute beads and you've picked them out and the colors mean something to you and, it's just personal, you feel better about yourself. And so that's why I love my beads.
So I'm going to tell you right now, that's the first I've heard of the waist bead.
Okay.
So you have just dropped some knowledge on me and probably those who are watching this. What you're saying to me is validating what I like to say about the scale thing. It's all about the inches. Don't get on that, because you'll get on that scale and you've been working out and that number goes up. And what it is you're building muscle.
Exactly.
And you get all ticked off. I would get all ticked off. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm doing all this work, but I'm not paying attention to the most important thing is that you're losing inches.
Yeah. And that stress of the scale not dropping causes the cortisol levels in your stomach to build up. And for women, our cortisol levels don't go nowhere else but like in our stomach or that side boob or back boob. That's where you're going to see it at. And if you have so much, then it's going to go to your thighs. And it's like, those are the areas we're trying to work on. So if you can release yourself from that stress, then you don't have that extra stress. And then a lot of women are standing on a scale and it's like, honey, you're on your cycle this week. Throw that scale somewhere under the house. Like, don't be standing on the scale right now. And then even the week after your cycle, don't stand on the scale. Give your body time to adjust again. Like, our bodies go through so much and the scale is just not friendly. And so I know when my cycle is even coming because my waist beads go back up and I'm like, oh, here we go. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many, and health issues, thyroid, 1 minute you're this, the next minute, 1 minute you're hyperthyroid, next thing you know, you're hypothyroid. Your sodium intake, your body processes sodium differently and when you get older, your metabolism slows down. It's so many different things that we have to go through with our bodies. I always say, give yourself a break. This is so good. This is such good information. And the waist beads are so inspiring that I think if you're you're out there trying to get in shape, or you have your size goals or whatever that's healthy, you want to do it healthy. You want to do it slow and be healthy about it and hire a health and wellness coach.
Yeah.
Because you want to do it correctly and you learn things. So now you know what? We need to know how we can find you.
So I am the same everywhere. I'm JaQualia Lynn. You just got to spell my name right. And you can find me at JaQualiaLynn.com, Instagram or Facebook, JaQualia Lynn. And you can shoot me a DM, email me or whatever and say, I'm interested in losing weight. I'm interested in whatever. When you go to my website, you'll see it's mostly me speaking, me talking about coaching and whatnot, but all of that is encompassed together, you know. And so even in my private group, we don't only talk about how to be business owners. I talk to them about how to be a healthy mom, self-care, fitness, business, productivity. Like we have a monthly group where every first 3 Tuesdays, I go live in this group and we do coaching and on the spot coaching, and we just encourage one another. And so I have a group on Facebook. That's another thing that I can offer, you know. And so it's just, you reach out to me and we will connect and we'll make some magic happen.
Now you said spell your name right. You spell your name for us so they get it right.
JaQualiaLynn, and that's JaQualia Lynn, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and my website.
All right, you guys, and you can always find Yo Taylor at thestyletable.com. I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook at The Style Table LLC, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel at The Style Table LLC. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.